he wants to allow BlackBird to get into a trade between 9 and 10 in the morning, but the trade could last all day long until the session ends, technically, right? Or obviously an exit order gets filled. So yeah, he wants to know how would he do that? Yeah, pretty straightforward there. All you need to do is, let's go into the scheduling here. All right, let's enable the scheduling. And definitely you need to turn off force trades to exit. So turn that off. And then go in here, right? Make your little 1 hour block of time, like so, and like so. There. All right. So this will restrict the entries, right? This will restrict BlackBird in placing an entry order there, right? Nothing in here will exit the trade. So if you want to automatically exit the trade at the session close, right? So again, right, you can't use the force trades to exit because this is based on when your little block of time comes to an end, right? So in lieu of using this, what you can do is you can use a BloodHound exit signal. All right, so let's see here. I think I actually have something set up, I think. I could be wrong here. Yeah, I'm going to load up my little crossover test 2. And then so I do have a logic template called exit. Let's see here. Let me see if I have another one here for closing at the session end. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I thought I had this. So I have an exit at 3:55 Eastern, right? So you could create a custom exit signal there, at the session close, right? And that would just be a time session solver, right? So, yeah, so since this is not a BloodHound workshop, so I'm not going to go into deep here, but just to show, and let's, there we go, exit at, right, at that 3, exit at 3:50, or yeah, 3:55. So let me go to yesterday. Wow. Oh, there we go. Blew right by it. Yeah, there we go. So you can see, yeah, here in BloodHound, I have a time session solver that just has a little block of time here. What is it, like an hour? 2 hours? Yeah, it looks like I have a little time session solver that's set up for maybe 2 hours of time here, right, with a signal, and then BlackBird will use this to close out your trade, whenever you want there. And so in BloodHound here, I'm not sure I'm too happy with my Windows 11 upgrade. Let's see here. All right, so exit at 3:55. And yeah, so this is just actually I used the time block. So either way, you could use the time block indicator, or you could use, let's see, I'm pretty sure, I thought there would be a time session solver in here. Nope, doesn't look like there's a time session solver in here. So yeah, so you could use a time session solver, right? So yeah, I think you understand the concept here of creating a exit signal, for whatever time of day you want there. And yeah, so more importantly here in BlackBird, right, when you're using BloodHound signals, oops, sorry, I set that up wrong. Obviously, this is not an entry signal. This is an exit signal. There we go. Let's get this correct. There we go. Yeah. So with BloodHound, it doesn't. There's nothing that says it has to be an entry signal, right? You could use BloodHound only for exit signals if you want. So a signal is a signal, right? A signal into itself is used for whatever the trader decides to use it for. So there's no requirement that says a signal has to be an entry. It could be just an exit only. So there we go. Set it up like that, and there you go. So if you're manually getting into the trade between 9 and 10, then you could set up your BlackBird this way, and then BlackBird would automatically exit that trade at the session end if your target or if your take profit or stop loss hasn't been hit yet. So, all right, so there we go. I think that takes care of Thwee's question.